OG on the bass, nigga.
With his offense, that will put him in a safe position to let his combinations go. Beautiful right hand.
What up, boxing world? It's your boy with J-Rod Level Up Boxing TV. Just wanted to go over some things here. You know, hey, it's my first time on the channel. You know, so I'm hoping that I can give you guys what you want. I just kind of wanted to go over some things with my first video, and why not start with the situation with Keith Thurman. Sources are saying that Keith Thurman might be in the mix. They saying that he's ranked number 4 now in the WBO, which I don't see how that's got to get him a Crawford fight. We all know what we want to see. We want to see Spence versus Crawford. It ain't really too much to say about that. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like what's his name, Coach Boone from Remember the Titans, when he say let the boys play, man. Let the fight play out. Let them boys come together, sit down. Crawford ain't with Bob Arum no more. You may as well let them boys get it in. That's the most anticipated fight this year. Like, I've been in the comments on like Facebook and, you know, and other channels and stuff like that. I just kind of feel like, you know, now's the time. I mean, why are we gonna sit here and wait till these guys get old? You know, we don't want to do that. I want to see some type of grudge match or some shit to end up like Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao. I want to see them boys fight now. I mean, wouldn't you agree? I don't know how everybody feel. I feel like, you know, the same way Porter was being pushed on Bud, as if like Bud didn't want to fight him. You know, remember all that speculation that was going on before? They were saying that he didn't want to fight Porter and he doesn't want to fight competition. And, you know, they threw Porter at him and, you know, he handled business. And I kind of feel like, you know, that's what's going on right now. Like, they trying to throw Keith Thurman in the mix. And I just kind of feel like, you know, he ain't got no business, you know, being in the mix right now. He had his chance with Spence. He had his chance with Crawford, you know, last year and the year before. I mean, he had plenty of chances. And, you know, that's what came about with the whole Keith OneTime Thurman. You see?
I'm not ready.
You know, he ain't fought in a while, and then all of a sudden he comes back, fights Lopez, then fights Pacquiao. I believe he took Pacquiao lightly, got his ass whooped. And then he came back with the Mario Barrios fight. A lot of people, you know, wasn't too, you know, they wasn't too impressed. They felt like he was supposed to do that. I thought it was a great performance he put on. He looked like, I don't even want to say he looked like the old Keith Thurman. He looked like a new and improved Keith Thurman. But I mean, you know, you just a little too late. That was the performance you were supposed to give Pacquiao. And, you know, here we are, and now you want to fight Crawford, and you want to try to get in the mix. You feel like you belong in it. You know, to my understanding, you need to wait your turn, bro. Like I said on my boy's channel the other day, bro. You need to go sit with Rosa Parks and chill. You know what I mean? Get to the back of the bus and chill out, bro. For real, like I told a good friend of mine on his channel, bro. You can go sit with Rosa Parks, man. Better yet, man, like Chris Rock said in that one movie, Head of State, bro. You need to go sit in the back of the bus.
You gotta get to the back of the bus.
Keith Thurman trying to get up in the mix, bro. Somebody please call security. Get him. Seriously. Get him up out of here. Somebody get security and get Keith Thurman up out of here. We ain't trying to see Bud Crawford versus Thurman and Spence versus Thurman or both of them versus Jaron Boots Ennis or Stanionis. None of that shit. This is a very fucking classical fight, man. This fight right here is about to make history. We haven't seen a fight like this with this dynamic in a long time. Dating back from like Hearns, Hagler, and Duran and Leonard. You know, I was strolling through. I've said this before in the past, but I was strolling through anyways. I was strolling through the YouTube and I seen that somebody was saying that this was like Hearns and Leonard 2.0. It really is though. It really is. We haven't seen the fight of this magnitude. You know, these two, both of these fighters, they got something that represents like a relic from the past. You know what I mean? Spence got that good head movement and works great in the body on the inside, throws that jab well. You got Crawford who comes in there. He likes to figure things out. He throws his jab well. He switches. You know, he'll try to fight you orthodox or he'll try to fight you southpaw. He uses them angles. You know, they both are good. They both are heavy hitters, and they both are smart fighters. We don't want to see none of that shit, man. We don't want to see none of that other stuff. This is something we've been waiting for. Anyways, man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. This is my first video. I'm going to try to kick some more. And yeah, man, we got to give it up for boxing. The fans need this fight. Boxing needs this fight. I think this will put boxing back on the map. Because lately it's been a lot of that UFC stuff, which UFC is good. Excuse me. UFC is good. I like to watch UFC. And the reason why I was saying for a long time that, you know, UFC might take over the fight game because, you know, with the UFC, you know, we get the big fights. We get really good fights with the UFC. UFC gives us the good fights. I'm not going to lie about that. You know, they do their thing over there, man. You know, they're tough fighters over there too, man. You know, they over there cracking each other's skulls. They got to, you know, learn karate, jiu-jitsu, martial arts, you know, all kinds of stuff, man. That's a whole different animal over there. So I'm not going to knock that. But, you know, at the same time, I don't want to see that shit go all the way up and boxing die. All this stuff about my kids can't eat legacy and they can't eat belts and stuff. You know, I get it, man. But we can't just run with that narrative, man. We are the ones, we are the fans. We are the ones who put that money in your pocket. So believe me when I say, you know, don't give us no bullshit fights. If you're going to keep giving us bullshit fights, that's what's going to be the cause of boxing going down. And you know, I believe Mayweather kind of changed the game a little bit when, you know, he ran with his old, you know, shouts out to him. He did his motherfucking thing all the way through. I ain't going to take nothing away, but it can't be all about that now. Keeping an O and protecting the fighter, wrong side of the street, and then giving us fights that we don't want to see, because that's going to be the reason that boxing dies, because nobody wants to pay for it. People are going to want to stream it. Got to understand that. Got to understand that. We pay for the fights. We as fans, we pay for everything. Everything, these dudes got, the promoters, everybody involved, the fighters, everyone involved. We pay for all of that. We're the ones that push that button, that go cha-ching and enters that money into your bank account. I understand your kids got to eat. You can't eat legacy. You can't eat belts. Your kids got to eat. You're trying to build generational wealth. Hell yeah, man. Salute to you. Do your thing. You know? But this business model that they got going on it's got to change. That business model's got to change. You know, Start giving the fights. Start giving the fights that we want to see. Boxing needs it. Fans need it. We feed for it. We fiend for it. You know? Like I say, I understand UFC. I know they coming up in the game. But I don't want to see boxing die, man. I know what it's like to get in that ring. I know what it's like to train hard. I used to train back in the days, you know, before I broke my arm, you know, I used to want to take it serious. I used to want to get up in there. I remember I used to train. I used to have like a coach named Coach Gary. Shouts out to him. Coach Gary, a fucking beast. Fucking beast, man. I wish, you know, somebody would have stuck with him. I remember my cousin was doing his thing with him at one time. He got in a little couple amateur fights, and, you know, he won them all. Like I say, man, shouts to Coach Gary, man. I miss that dude too. I haven't seen him in a long time, but he was a beast, man. He trained all his sons for boxing. One of his sons right now, he's out there doing his thing between boxing and I think UFC and stuff like that. He's a beast too, man. We used to hear stories about that, man, bro. He's a very, very professional guy, very nice guy. But also the kind of guy that you don't want to meet in the dark alley, man. Yeah, man. Coach Gary, man, him and his sons, man, and all the fighters that he trained back in the days, bro, he'll train you into a beast. I remember that, man. I remember them hard days, man, that dude put me through. Oh, my God. And I used to smoke cigarettes and drink. I couldn't do none of that stuff no more after that. I had to stop. Unfortunately for me, you know, when I left the streets alone. I started working and was playing ball one day and I broke my arm and that killed my whole dream, man. But you know, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. It's about boxing. We gotta keep boxing alive. Us fans gotta start doing right. As fans, we got to start doing right, man. We need to quit doing all these little bullshit narratives that we come up with every day, man. Just for the love of our favorite fighter. We got to start, man. We got to get better than that, man. Come on, bro. There be so many bullshit narratives going on every day just for the sake of and the love of the fighter, you know, shit between Spence fans and shit between Crawford fans and shit between Canelo fans and shit between and I don't even want to begin to talk about Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao. I'd be saying some fucking dreadful shit. I'm tired of that shit. Them dudes is old now, man. They long gone. We don't want to hear that shit no more. We just got to stop these little stupid-ass biased opinions. We got to do better, man. We got to keep boxing alive. Us as fans, we got to keep boxing alive. We got to keep boxing alive. You know, the fighters are out there working their asses off. They're working their heart and their asses. But the promoters give us the fights that we want, man. That's what it is. But anyways, man, this was a little something that I wanted to throw together for my first video. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Keith Thurman situation. Kind of put my finger on some things. Maybe I'll get to that, you know, some other stuff in another video. But I just want to touch down with the Keith Thurman situation because I believe all fans and everyone agree with me, man. We don't want to see nothing block the Errol Spence versus Bud Crawford fight. Those are two very tough competitors, man. And we've been dying to see that. That's something we haven't seen in ages. Ages, man. Ages. Well, anyways, I'm about to be up out of here. You guys let me know what you think in the comments and like and subscribe, man. Please, everybody, help me get up out there. I promise you, I got more stories to tell you. I got stories from back in the days to tell you. I got boxing stories to tell you. Also, I'm going to keep my knowledge up with the boxing. This is what I live for. I live and die for this boxing stuff. Anytime my phone go off, ding, 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 it's boxing. I got a certain ringtone that's set for boxing. Anytime that goes off, I have to check it. Even when I'm working, man, if I'm working and I hear that thing going on in the background while I'm working, I'm the whole time I'm thinking, man, I gotta hurry up. I gotta try to get up over there. You know what I mean? This shit's like a drug, man. Boxing is like a drug, especially if you're a diehard fan. Boxing is a drug to us. Testing. I had to edit and come back to the topic again. I was gonna drop the video. I know I should have dropped this video like 4 days ago. I've been slacking on it. I had a lot of things to do around the house. But I had to come back and touch the subject because now I guess everything done changed. And Keith Thurman might be fighting Boots Ennis. Which, it might be a good fight for him if he wins. I don't think it'll be a huge payday, but it'll be a good win for him. Even though Boots Ennis doesn't really have a spectacular resume yet. But right now, he looks like the hottest upcoming thing. So that would be a good win for him if he was to win that. But on the downside, if he was to lose that, that's going to look really bad for him. You know, and honestly, that just might end his career. And on top of that, not having a huge payday. My honest opinion, if he feels strong enough that he could do it, I would go for it. But realistically, I wouldn't take that fight. The reason is because, you know, with the Spence and Crawford thing going on right now, it's already at the end. Different eras and different times. So Keith Thurman's era with the 147 is ending with Crawford and Spence. And he kind of missed that train. So in my humble opinion, after the Crawford and Spence fight, I think those two are going to move up to 154. And I think he should do the same. If he's going to have a fight at 147, I would take a much lighter fight with maybe Stanionis or Conor Benn. Hell, honestly, what also would be a good fight possibly is Ugas and Thurman duking it out at the 147. Keith Thurman gets a good win if he does. I believe, you know, Keith Thurman is still a great boxer. He gets his win, moves up to 154, and still has a chance to prove himself there if he still has that hunger and that love for the sport. My bad, I don't want to say love for the sport because I'm pretty sure he still does have the love for the sport, but I mean hunger. So, yeah, that would be a better move for him. He gets to move up to 154. And possibly face Crawford and Spence and, you know, a couple of the other guys at 154. He got a chance to redeem himself there. That would be the best decision for him. I think Boots Ennis, that's a very tough fight for him, especially at this point in time of his career. But it'll be great for Boots Ennis, you know. That'll put a really good, decent name on his resume. Somebody who only has one loss and really who lost to a legend in Pacquiao. So that's really not that bad. But, you know, moving along, I wanted to touch something too that I was just thinking. And I kind of been thinking about this. Y'all probably, you know, might not like this idea or you know, what I'm thinking. But, what about Boots Ennis versus Charlo? Nobody's ever thought about that. You know, what if Boots Ennis ended up cleaning up Conor Benn and Blair Cobbs if he ever makes a comeback? God. Stanionis and, you know, whoever it is that's coming up in the 147 division. What if he was to beat those guys? And hell, even if Keith Thurman did take that fight, beat Keith Thurman too, moved up to 147. I mean, moved up to 154 to chase Spencer Crawford and try to get a fight with Charlo. I believe that, you know, them two guys, they both big guys. Boots Ennis is a good fighter. He's kind of like Crawford, but a little different. He's got his own little crafty style. I think he would give Charlo problems, and I also think Charlo would give him problems too. Don't forget, man, Charlo, man, that boy's a heavy hitter. That dude mean business when he hits you. So, yeah. Anyways, I had to come back, edit, and close this out. Keith Thurman might be going a different route, which is good. We want to see Spence and Crawford. That's the whole topic of discussion. That's what we're looking for. I'm not going to believe it until I see it, but I'm hoping that it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure you hoping that's going to happen too. I got faith it's going to happen. Boxing needs this fight, and we got hope that these two figure out a game plan, sit down, and get that contract signed. Anyways, holla at your boy. Like and subscribe. I'm out of here.
Peace out.